Hello. Thanks for joining. I'm Jim and will be introducing you to drifting. I'm a world-renowned drift master and have been doing it for quite some time. Everything I explain is pretty much a fact. So you may be wondering what drifting is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, drifting is basically driving one's car where it's out of control and also being in control at the same time. Understand? Good. The origins of drifting date back 25 years ago when a kid in Japan decided to drive his Toyota A86 on the ice. His car slid and spun in all directions on the ice. He thought this way of driving was awesome and started to do it on cement road. Soon he learned how to drive the car around street corners and in very abnormal angles. He called this type of driving dynamic, render, induce, functional, traction. Now known as drifting. The art and sport of drifting soon began to catch on when the movie, Tokyo Drift, came out. The drift adaptation in the movie was spot on and mostly everything in the movie can be understood and learned. However, this new idea of drifting proved fatal for some individuals who left the movie trying to drift. They had no idea what they were doing and crashed. 23 people died and 214 people were injured. If you want to learn how to drift safely and skillfully, you must watch the Tokyo Drift movie over 50 times. Professional drifters, like myself, have watched the movie over 700 times. This is a fact, so believe me. Lots of people yell and think that they can drift if they have a car. Well, that's wrong. The only cars that can drift are hybrids and electric cars. They're the only cars with enough horsepower to break traction and drift. Alright, now on to the types of cars that are capable of drifting. You probably want to know what I drive when I go to drifting events, right? Well, I drive a BMW E36 M3. The car pretty much has all the necessary modifications for an awesome drift car. The most common cars used are Jeeps, vans, buses, limousines, and golf carts. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. Those are the cars that stupid idiots would only try to drift in. The most common cars to drift in are the 350Z, BMW M3, Skyline GTR, the 240SX, the Miata, and the Supra. Well, thanks for joining me on the introduction of drifting. See you guys later. Bye.